This is the Acebeam W50. It's not just a flashlight, it's a Class 3B industrial laser that costs more than a used car. But can it actually outperform the most legendary LED thrower ever made? The BLF GT, it uses a massive reflector and raw LED power to brute force its way into the night. The W50, it uses LEP technology to focus light into a beam so tight it's rated at nearly 4 kilometers. We're heading out to the long range course to see if new age laser tech can finally kill the old school LED king. Is the W50 a revolutionary tool or just an expensive toy? To be clear, on paper, most laser flashlights are capable of distances like the BLF GT, but with one tragic caveat. The beam is the size of a golf club shaft. The W50 solves this in 2 ways. It has a larger diameter beam to start with. Whoa. Holy cow. And it's fully focusable from spot to flood. But none of that matters unless you can actually see your target. I'm set up on the high side of the dam, and Christian is playing our human target at 245 feet or 75 meters. If we're searching for someone, I definitely prefer the BLF GT because of that massive bright spill. The W50 only works here because Christian is standing still.
It's leaving marks in my eyes. When I look through the goggles, it's kind of crazy.
Our first shot was around 200 feet. This next one is over 1,100 feet.
You're off to my right, so you're left a little bit.
Okay, go ahead with the laser. Wow. Oh my gosh, dude. Unbelievable. Okay, give me a couple of jumping jacks. I can see Christian pretty clearly with either light, but the laser seems to be gaining an edge. If we zoom out to flood mode, at 200 feet, it's a much fairer fight. Okay, now try to escape. Honestly, I still feel like the LED has a slight advantage here, but at 1,200, I'm calling it a draw. When we nearly double that distance again, against a dark background of trees, the BLF GT has really reached its physical limits. It easily picks up Christian's white shirt, but it's dim against the trees. The laser, however, still pops brightly, even against the dark background. I couldn't be more impressed. At these ranges for the BLF GT, reflectivity is everything. Like a reflective vest, or perhaps the outside of a building. For reference, our first distance was 200 feet. Now we're going over 30 times that distance to 6,200 feet. That's 1.2 miles or 1.9 kilometers.
You really think you're gonna hit that?
I really do. First up is the BLF GT. Looking down the barrel, it was hard to tell if I was hitting it or not, so I positioned the light about 20 feet left of the camera and tried again.
Wow, I guess it is. I can barely tell at this distance, but you are hitting it.
Hey, give me the laser. Oh, I can see it on the hotel.
Wow, oh my
Look at
gosh.
the far left edge, dude. We're spanking it.
Right.
I wasn't sure at first. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Yeah, that's a lot better than that the BGL.
That is wrecking the BLF GT. Dude, that's a mile, 1.2 miles. One other trick this light has up its sleeve is this green filter. But here's what you actually need to know. At extreme distances, the laser obviously has a clear advantage. It's compact, and that electronic focusing system, yes, I said electronic, solves the biggest problem in the LEP platform. But here's the part most people don't know. Even if you have the money, and my wallet is still crying from that purchase, Acebeam won't sell you this light. You need an enterprise level contract. However, they have budget friendly options you probably haven't seen, like this Acebeam W50. It's a laser flashlight that solves the zero spill problem. By adding a reflector, it combines LED usefulness with laser range. The best part, it's not $3 grand. It's only $189, and even cheaper than that if you use my coupon code. Speaking of coupon codes, I want you guys to get the absolute best price possible. That's why I hit up manufacturers for discounts. But I discovered something recently you should know about. When you click my affiliate links, I receive a commission that supports the channel. Thank you for that, by the way. But if you use a coupon browser extension, it can swap their browser cookie for mine at the very last second. Even if their extension doesn't find a better coupon, they take the commission away from the creator. With one affiliate, I saw 40% of my commission siphoned off this way. I'm not telling you to stop saving money, because you absolutely should, but I want you to have a choice. If you feel the extension earned that commission, great. But if you want to support this channel, just be aware of how those checkers work. If you want a full apples to apples review of the W20 versus a standard LED, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.